Hi, this is Dr. JERLIN Rajan, Assistant Professor, Karunya School of Management. First of all, I welcome you all in this online learning portal to learn managerial economics. Today, we are going to deal with Introduction to Economics, Political Economy, and the definitions to economics. So, let me clearly explain about the Introduction to Economics. So, we might have had the subject economics or some other subjects derived from some Greek literature or the Latin literature, so on so. In the same manner, the particular subject called economics derived from the Greek literature called oikonomos. That means household management. So it is a two words, that is okio means household, nomia or nomos means management. That is nothing but how the people are managing the day-to-day house affairs. That is how they are taking the decision based on the choices. So this is what the household management. Before 17th century, the subject economics was known as political economy because that time there was no proper definitions given to economics. This was only after 1776. The father of economics, Adam Smith, he is the economist and the philosopher, wrote his book named Nature and Causes of Wealth of Nations. After, so that is the first time the proper definition is given to the subject economics. Before that, it was considered as the political economy. So in 1970s, it was political economy. In the late 19th century only, the word economics came to replace the word political economy. So you need to understand about what is political economy. Political economy is the study of production, consumption, distribution, and trade, customs, and government regulations, and the distribution of the national income and wealth. And we can also say the study of political economy is the study of how the individual relate to the society or the state, and in turn, how the states in the world relate to each other. So that clearly define the export and import and their contributions. And political economies are concerned with the allocation of these scarce resources in the world of infinite wants and needs. So, to allocate these resources efficiently, politics were used. So, everyone should get everything. So, that is the principles of the distribution. So, to allocate the resources efficiently, politics were used. Therefore, it was considered as the political economy. So this is what the simple introduction to the subject economics. Now let us discuss about definitions of economics. Still now there is no precise definition for economics. An economist called Watson, he says, whenever six economists sit together, the opinion may differ. This shows clearly how much controversies are associated with definitions to economics. So, anyway, for great economists, they have defined economics in their own way. Adam Smith, he is considered as the father of economics. He is giving us the wealth definitions. And Professor Alfred Marshall, he is giving welfare definitions. And Professor Robbins, he portrays scarcity definition to economics. And Dr. Paul A. Samuelson is giving growth-oriented definitions to economics. Let us discuss definitions one by one. Adam Smith, in the year 1776, gave a wonderful definition, that is, wealth definitions. So, for a long period of time, this definition was appreciated by so many people. He wrote his book called Nature and Causes of Wealth of Nation. That means the main objective of human being or any nation is accumulation of the wealth. So it is clearly defined that accumulation of the wealth is the only objective of human beings. And for a long period of time, it was considered as the very good definitions. to economics. But later on, it was criticized by number of economists because Adam Smith, the father of economists, gave more citrus on the word wealth, accumulation of the wealth. So this is in Greek literature called Gospel of Mammon. Gospel of Mammon, which means shyness of getting rich. So if anybody asks you, I will give you 50 crore rupees, are you willing to get that 50 crore rupees? Most of the people may be having the willingness to receive that amount, but some of the people may not. So that shows clearly the shyness of getting rich. So because of this reason, the particular definition was criticized by number of economists. The second definition is welfare definitions given by Dr. Alfred Marshall. According to Dr. Marshall, economics is the study of ordinary business of your life of your persons based on the material requirements. That is, how individual earns income and spends those incomes for the necessities, comforts, and luxurious. So, according to Alfred Marshall, only material things can be considered as the welfare in the economy. And because of this reason, this particular definition was criticized by number of economists because Dr. Alfred Marshall emphasized more on the wealth that is only related to materialistic world. But he did not use the other part called services. So services are as important as the material things are. Without services, we cannot create welfare in the society. Without services, we cannot create welfare in the economy. That cannot be right also. Services means what? Teachers, the service of an engineer, the service of a doctor. So that is totally different. Nothing material in the service of a doctor, service of an engineer, or service of any other academic persons. So he did not emphasize the word services. So because of these reasons, this definition was criticized by number of economists. The third definition is scarcity definitions. Professor Robbins gave a wonderful definition, that is scarcity, in the year 1929. So according to him, economics is the study of the relationship between ends and scarce means, which means limit resources are limited, but human wants are unlimited. Economics is the study of how limited resources are used to satisfy unlimited human wants. Resources are limited, so human beings should make the choices. And he differentiates wants and needs. So what is wants and what is need? So let me explain it clearly. If you feel thirsty, you need a cup of water to quench your thirst. That is called need. But if you don't want water to quench your thirst, you need some other beverages. In the sense, it is want. So he clearly defined the wants and needs. Resources are scarce in nature. Human wants are unlimited. Okay. For example, take a piece of land. The resources are limited. A piece of land can be sold in the market, or the piece of land can be used for the production, or in the piece of land we can construct a hotel that will generate the income in the future, or in the piece of land simply we can construct a house. Okay, so resources are limited, human wants are unlimited, so human beings should make the choices. And this definition was the scientific definition to the economics. It was not criticized by any economist so far. The fourth definition is growth definitions given by Professor A. Paul Samuelson in the year 1948. So according to Paul A. Samuelson, economics is the study of how the man and the society. Professor Paul A. Samuelson is the Global Prize winner economist, and he says clearly, with or without use of money, we can utilize the scarce resources efficiently in order to get very good output. and that can be used to further productions, and we can distribute the wealth of the nation to the people. We can eradicate the poverty. This is what his point. So economics is not entirely based on the money. He introduced only two systems, that is barter system, another one is monetary system in the economy. And he says clearly, when someone buy goods and services, he spends for that goods and services. That income will be used to produce further goods and services. So someone's spending becomes someone's income. That income will be used to produce further goods and services. So to improve the economical development, we need to spend more. We need to make a lot of transactions. So he says Indians, they don't know how to use the costly car. They don't know how to spend on the costly cars, costly dress, and they don't know how to lead the costly life. So Indians are going for savings. So if you are going for savings, so you cannot bring the development in the economy. There will not be any transactions. So there must be a transactions to improve the economical growth and development. And this was also considered as the best definition for economics, so far not criticized by any economist. So this is what the definitions to economics so far. So I welcome you all to give your own definition to economics. So from these definitions we can understand. So economics is the study of how limited resources are used to satisfy unlimited human wants. In the same manner, economics is a science which studies human behavior as a relationship between ends and scarce means which have alternative uses, as I have rightly pointed out in the third definition, scarcity definition. So, economics is about making the choices in the world of infinite wants and needs. And economics is not just about money, about economizing or being efficient by utilizing the resources for the output. And it is totally based on the production, consumption, and the distributions. So, this is what in all about today's class. Thank you.